So accounts receivables and accounts payables I'm going to be talking about in this video. So accounts receivables and accounts payables accounts payable are two different accounting terms. They're kind of like the opposite of each other. So accounts receivables simply, so if you look at a company's financial statement, especially the balance sheet, or I think it's the cash flow statement, one of the financial statements. Accounts receivable basically specifies what a company is owed and has been paid. So, for example, if if I'm a bank and I've lent money to another bank and they owe me $31 billion and they've paid me for that accounting period when the financial statement is being made, the accountant, I've told the accountant, or the relevant person has told the accountant that we have received $1 million this year, or this financial period, whether it's the quarter or month. We've received $1 million in payment. We've received $1 million in payment for a partial repayment of that debt. Then accounts receivables will say $1 million. So accounts payable is pretty similar, it's just the opposite. Accounts payable is any money that you as an economic entity owe to another organization. So if I'm the bank and I owe another bank $31 million and I pay that bank $1 million, then on their balance sheet it will say $1 million payable paid based on the in the accounts payable section, in the accounts receivable section on their balance sheet, but on my balance sheet it will say accounts payable. So it's pretty much the same, which is the opposites. So accounts payable and accounts receivables, pretty much simple. I'll say it again. So accounts receivables on my balance sheet will say, or on my balance sheet, I'm going to double check if it's balance sheet or cash flow statement. I'm not too sure. It should be on cash flow statement, but on my financial statement, it will say for accounts receivable, if I'm owed a $31 million debt by another organization, then I receive $1 million in payment for a partial payment of that debt, then it will, in accounts receivable section, it will say $1 million. It might say in income or revenue, but it will definitely say in the accounts receivable section. And if I'm another economic entity and if I'm the same economic entity and I owe $31 million, then it will be $1 million in accounts payable as opposed to $1 million in accounts receivable. So yeah, thank you for watching.